Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I thought that we could rank all of the game controllers that we see in this list here. Doesn't look like there's all of them. There's a few missing, but this will be good enough for the tier list here. This will be a pretty quick video. So first we got the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. I don't like the shape of the Joy-Cons. They don't really have much of a back grip, so you can't really grip them very well in like handheld, and especially if you put that on the little that little mold thing to make it kind of look like a controller. I don't really like the Joy-Cons that much. They're not. So I'm gonna put that in. Shit. I'm gonna put that in C tier for now. Not the worst thing in the world, but they're not great either. The Xbox 360 controller. There's not a lot of problems with these. I mean, this was like the first controller that did the whole standard for any other controller. So, I like the LEDs in here. The button layout's pretty solid. Put that in B. The Duke. Okay. So the Duke sucks. I hate the weird, like, concave joystick. I hate how huge it is. The buttons are they're at a weird angle. I don't like the angle of the buttons. I'm gonna put that in D tier. The SNES controller. So the SNES controller, pretty comfortable. It's not terrible. I'm gonna put that in D tier along with the, but I'm gonna put it ahead of the 360. No. What am I doing? I'm gonna just put it right there. I was gonna put it ahead of the 360 controller, but I don't know what I'm thinking. PS4 controller. I don't really like the touchpad, and I don't like that the analog sticks are right next to each other. It's not. I'm gonna put it before the Joy-Cons. I think they're not as bad as the Joy-Cons, but it's not my preferred style of controller. What is that? The Saturn? Yeah, it's a Saturn controller. I don't like the Saturn controller. Too many buttons, weird angle, and it just has a weird, like, eggplant shape. I don't like it. That's definitely D tier. I think that's in last place here. I'm gonna put that ahead of, I'm gonna put it like this. So anything closest to where this is, that's in last place. The Genesis controller, don't like this one either. It's better than the Saturn controller, but it's not as bad as, yeah, this is better than the Saturn controller. The Wii U gamepad, I fucking hate this thing. This thing is too bulky, it's gross. It's like a giant iPad, but it has buttons. I hate it. The PS1 controller, pretty similar to the PS4 controller, of course. It doesn't have as many features, so I'm gonna put it ahead, or behind the PS4 controller. No, behind. No, there. Okay. The PS, no, that's not PlayStation. Switch Pro controller. I like this more than the PS4 controller. I like angled buttons. I like this more than the Joy-Cons. And I like this more than the 360 controller. So I'm gonna put that there. Wait. Yeah, because this means it's worse. So I'm gonna put that there instead. My bad. The PS1 controller, but no analog sticks. Gross. It's not as bad as the gamepad. Not as bad as... Yeah, it's not as bad as the gamepad. But it's definitely not better than these, I don't think. Because I need analog sticks, or else it's not really a controller. Unless it's like from the 90s, 80s, because those weren't a thing yet. The PS2 controller. I just kind of have a soft spot for this one, because it's the one I grew up with. It's... yeah, I'm gonna put that there. Or not. Wait, these need to move. Yeah, okay, I'm moving everything over because I'm making it so this is in last place on the C tier. Sorry, this will get a little convoluted, and I'm sorry for that. And also, I will go back and probably rearrange stuff later, once I have everything laid out. So, the GameCube controller. This is a weird shaped controller, but I really like it in a lot of ways. I like the triggers and the giant A button. I think that looks really cool. The weird buttons around the A button are kind of odd, but it's still kind of a charming controller. I'm gonna put that, yeah, but it's not very functional. I'm just gonna put that, it's not as bad as the Joy-Cons, but I'm gonna put it ahead of it by one. The NES controller, so that goes, it's not as bad as that. No, it kinda is. I put it here because I just don't like the weird, rectangular type shape of it. Wasn't really into that. But it's not as bad as like the eggplant shaped fucking controllers over here. And it's definitely not as bad as not having analog sticks. The N64 controller. Hate this thing. It's definitely not as bad as, but at least I was gonna say it's not as bad as the PS1 controller without analog sticks, but at least this one has an analog stick, so I kinda gotta put it there. So that's, the N64 controller is better than the PS1 controller without analog sticks. The Dreamcast controller, yeah, that's definitely there, because I hate it looks like a fucking spaceship, and I hate the screen, and it's really awkward to hold. Oh my god, that voice crack. The Wii controller. Kinda had the same problem with the NES controller, where it's not really, it has the same problem as the NES controller, where it's a rectangle, but it does have a cool, like, gimmick with the motion controls and everything, so it's better than that. I think it's better than the Joy-Cons as well, actually. I'm gonna put it, it's even better than the GameCube controller, because I can forgive the Wii, because I kinda grew up with it, so nostalgia kinda takes over. I'll put it there. PS3 controller, that is not, that's nothing to write home about. I just realized I have all the PS3 controllers, or PS3, then I have all the PS controllers in the same general area. I don't like the motion controls in here. It's really a gimmick, so I'm gonna put it in last in terms of the PS controllers. Okay, I think that's the That's the upgrade from the Duke of the original Xbox. Definitely an upgrade. I really like this controller. It's better than the GameCube controller, better than that. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Now, the Xbox One controller. I think that'll be my first A tier. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of look at this and change stuff around. So, no, everything in D tier I kind of agree with still. Everything in C tier, Since the PS4 has more features than all the other PlayStation controllers, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Everything B tier. Let's see. I like the Switch Pro controller. I think it looks nice. It's not like, it's kind of the same as the Xbox One controller, which is why I'm gonna put it behind the Xbox One controller. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I'll stick with that. So I guess that's my final ranking. I didn't really put anything in S tier because, I mean, with the ones in A tier, a lot of controllers look like that now. So it's not really anything special, which is why I'm not really utilizing the S tier at all. So it's not anything like these controllers aren't anything like amazing. So that's why I didn't use the S tier at all. So I think that's my final ranking. This is kind of a quick video, so I still hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.